Hello and welcome to Elder Insights, your trusted companion on the journey to healthy aging. I hope this message finds you in good health and spirits. Now let me ask you a question. Have you ever thought about how you're going to feel and move in the years ahead? If you're over 70, there's a high chance that you or someone you know has already started feeling the subtle effects of aging. But here's something that might surprise you. Only 5% of seniors can do certain things that most of us take for granted, and those things directly impact your longevity and health. Isn't that fascinating? Just imagine what it would mean for you to be part of that 5%. It's not just about being fit, it's about maintaining the strength, independence, and confidence to keep doing the things you love. In today's video, we're going to explore 5 essential things you should be able to do after 70. Things that can make all the difference in how you feel and live each day. From standing up without using your hands to improving balance with just one simple exercise, we're diving into practical tips that can enhance your health and quality of life. But here's the catch. The most surprising part is waiting at the end of the video, so stick around to find out how these small changes can make a big impact. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Before we get started, if you're excited about taking charge of your health, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to Elder Insights, and share this video with someone who could use these tips too. If you're feeling inspired, leave a comment with a 1 if you like the video or a 0 if there's something you think we could do better. We truly value your input, and it's what helps us create even more valuable content for you. Let's get started with these simple but powerful actions that can help you age with strength and dignity. Number 1, standing up from a chair without using your hands. Most people over 70 don't realize how small changes in daily movement can reveal so much about their health. Imagine this. You're sitting in your favorite chair after reading to your grandchild. Or maybe you've just come in from trimming a few flowers in the garden. It's time to get up. You lean forward, shift your weight, and can you stand up without using your hands? That's the test. It sounds simple, but take a moment right now, try it. Sit down in a chair with a firm seat, feet flat on the floor, arms crossed over your chest. Now, without using your hands, try to rise to a full standing position. How did it feel? Was it smooth? Did you sway, strain, or need momentum to push yourself forward? This isn't just a balance trick. It's a quiet but powerful measure of strength, control, and aging well. To perform this challenge, your body needs a combination of leg strength, core stability, balance, and joint mobility. These are things we often take for granted in our younger years, but they quietly shape how we move through life. Think about all the moments where these abilities play a role. Getting up from a picnic blanket, bending down to pick up a dropped sock, or simply rising from a toilet seat. None of these tasks seem heroic, but they require the same essential physical skills. Your thighs need to be strong enough to lift you. Your core has to hold your upper body steady. Your ankles and knees must support and balance the shift in weight. Without these silent efforts working in harmony, even the simplest actions start to feel harder. If you found it difficult or impossible to complete the test, it may be your body's way of telling you something important. Weakness in your legs or loss of balance might not feel like a crisis today, but over time they quietly chip away at your confidence. Struggling to rise from a chair today might mean hesitating to go for a walk tomorrow. Eventually, that hesitation becomes dependence. And for older adults, that shift can come quickly. Falling once can lead to weeks of recovery, or worse, a fear of moving that keeps you from enjoying life. The inability to stand without help is often one of the earliest signs that your body is losing strength faster than you think. There's also something deeply emotional tied to this challenge. Remember when you could jump up from the couch to answer the door or kneel in the garden without a second thought? These aren't just movements. They're memories of independence, of being able to care for yourself without worry. Losing that isn't just physical, it's personal. And while no one likes to admit it, we all feel the sting of realizing we can't do what we used to. But that feeling, that moment of awareness, can also be the beginning of something better. The good news is you're not stuck. Even if the test felt difficult today, you can change the outcome. You can begin rebuilding your strength, balance, and control starting now. Begin with simple exercises, sitting and standing from a chair slowly, a few times each day, using as little support as possible. Practice holding your balance near a counter while lifting one leg. Strengthen your thighs with slow squats, even shallow ones. If you walk every day, try adding a few gentle steps backward to challenge your muscles differently. The key isn't intensity, it's consistency. Every small effort you make adds up. Your body is still capable of change, no matter your age. And perhaps most importantly, these movements aren't just exercises. They're preparation for life. Standing up to greet someone you love, walking across the room to grab a book, or simply moving freely without fear. Taking time to train these abilities isn't about staying young. It's about staying you. So try the test again in a few weeks. Notice what's changing. You might be surprised by how much better you feel, not just physically, but emotionally too. Because when your body starts to move with confidence again, your spirit often follows. Now, while standing up might be a challenge for some, another critical factor in staying independent is a balance, something we often take for granted until we begin to lose it. So let's move on to the next essential skill, maintaining your balance. Number 2, improving balance with the one-legged stand exercise. Imagine this. Can you stand on one leg for 10 seconds without holding on to anything? It sounds simple, doesn't it? But this little challenge has been shown to be a powerful indicator of your overall health. Go ahead, give it a try. You might be surprised. To complete this test, you don't need fancy equipment or special clothing. Just a clear space and a little bit of focus. The idea is to lift one foot off the ground while keeping the other firmly planted, hands by your sides, and maintain your balance for at least 10 seconds. Most people over 70 might not think twice about their ability to do this until they try it. But this test doesn't just check balance. It also requires core strength, coordination, ankle stability, and mental focus. These are all things that support everyday actions, like stepping into a bathtub, walking downstairs, or even just changing positions while sleeping. Now here's where it gets serious. Studies have shown that people over 70 who cannot balance on one leg for at least 10 seconds are at a higher risk of falls, hospitalization, and even early mortality. Think of two people, Jane and Susan, both 74 years old. Jane struggles with balance, avoids stairs, and needs help getting dressed. Susan, on the other hand, has maintained her balance and strength, still gardening, dancing, and playing with her grandkids. The difference between the two isn't luck. It's the silent effects of years of neglecting small movements that matter. Losing the ability to stand on one leg doesn't just affect your balance. It chips away at your independence. It begins with avoiding certain shoes or skipping that walk around the block. Then over time, it turns into needing help with daily routines. But think back to the days when you did everything yourself, cleaning, cooking, even lifting your grandchild with confidence. That sense of freedom is priceless. And while aging brings change, losing control over your own life shouldn't be part of the deal. So ask yourself, have you noticed any changes in how you move? Any hesitation where there used to be none? The good news is, this isn't the end of the story. Balance, like any skill, can be improved with regular practice. Start simple. Hold onto a countertop, lift one foot just a few inches, and build your way up. Try brushing your teeth while standing on one leg, or waiting for the microwave to finish while gently lifting your heel. These tiny habits add up. Practicing for just 30 seconds a day can strengthen your ankles, engage your core, and sharpen your focus. And the benefits go beyond balance. You'll move with more confidence, reduce your fall risk, and keep your independence longer. It's not about becoming an athlete. It's about being strong enough to keep doing the things you love on your own terms. So if that 10-second test caught you off guard, don't let it stop you. Let it start something, because even after 70, your health story isn't finished. It's just waiting for the next step. While balance and strength in your legs are vital, another often overlooked area is your lower back. Let's take a closer look at how keeping your back strong and flexible can significantly enhance your quality of life. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 3, maintaining flexibility and lower back strength. It often starts with the simplest moments. Kneeling down to pick something up, getting off the floor after playing with your grandchild, or reaching to grab a can from the bottom kitchen shelf. These are things we've done 1,000 times, but now, past 70, they might feel different, more effortful, less natural. That's why this small, simple test matters. It's not about athleticism. It's about everyday movement and long-term independence. The question is, can you do it? Just one small motion that reveals a lot about your flexibility and lower back strength. Give it a try. You might be surprised by what it tells you. Behind this movement is a silent network of physical requirements that many don't think about until it becomes a challenge. Balance plays a major role, so does coordination. Your hips need to be mobile, your knees steady, and most importantly, your lower back strong enough to support the shift from a low position to standing tall again. This isn't just about testing strength. It's about testing how well your body parts are still working together in harmony. For many, the inability to do this isn't just a physical limitation, it's a warning sign. Think about the consequences. If standing up from the ground is hard, what happens during a fall? Or when you're alone and need to reach for something low? Research from several health studies in aging populations shows that difficulty in performing this simple action is linked with a higher risk of falls, reduced mobility, and even a shorter lifespan. It's not to cause fear, it's to raise awareness. Because it's in these seemingly minor struggles that the bigger picture of health often begins to fade. Recognizing that limitation is the first step to turning it around. The good news is, you can improve. Gentle exercises like hip bridges, seated twists, and standing toe touches can slowly rebuild lower back strength. Practicing standing from a seated position, even from a chair without armrests, strengthens both the back and the core. Doing these movements daily, even for just 10 minutes, trains your muscles to support you better. The key is consistency, not intensity. Imagine being able to bend down to tie your shoe or sit on the floor to play cards with your grandchild, comfortably and confidently. That's the goal, and it's within reach. You might not be able to do it today, and that's okay. What matters is the effort. Your body has carried you through decades of life, and it's never too late to give it a little more care. Each small improvement you make isn't just physical, it's a reclaiming of independence. You absolutely can do this. Every stretch, every practice, every attempt is a step closer to moving with ease again. Remember, your body is yours, and you have more control over your health than you think. Stay kind to it, stay consistent, and keep moving forward. Because every day is a new chance to get stronger. While physical strength and flexibility are crucial, let's not forget about the role nutrition plays in maintaining our health. What we eat can be the difference between thriving or simply surviving. So let's explore how a healthy diet supports your longevity. Number 4, healthy eating and supplementing nutrients. Fast food is everywhere. It's quick, it's convenient, and let's be honest, sometimes it tastes pretty good. But have you ever paused to think about what it's doing to your body, especially now, after turning 70? On the other hand, there are people, just a small percentage, who are choosing the slow, steady path of healthy eating. They're not following the crowd. Instead, they're eating with purpose. And it shows. There's a quiet strength in their steps, a calm glow in their skin, and an energy that makes you wonder, what are they doing differently? The truth is, our bodies don't bounce back the way they used to. After 70, everything changes, from how we absorb nutrients to how our organs function. That's why what we eat matters more than ever. A balanced diet does more than fill your stomach. It fuels your immune system, helps your heart keep beating strong, supports your joints, and even sharpens your mind. The right food doesn't just help you live longer, it helps you live better. Think about it this way. Every bite is either fighting disease or feeding it. When you choose leafy greens, juicy berries, whole grains, and fish rich in omega-3s, you're giving your body tools to heal and protect itself. You're not just eating, you're investing in your future. And this doesn't have to be complicated. It starts with real simple food. Try adding a handful of spinach to your morning eggs. Swap out white bread for a slice of whole grain. Choose salmon instead of fried chicken once a week. These little shifts, done consistently, can change the way you feel inside and out. They don't require you to overhaul your entire life overnight, but they do ask for one small decision at a time, and those small decisions build up. What's even more encouraging is that the benefits don't take years to show. Many older adults notice changes within weeks: more energy during the day, better sleep at night, less bloating, and even a lighter mood. When you fuel your body with foods rich in vitamin D, calcium, and omega-3s, found in things like yogurt, sardines, and walnuts, you're not just strengthening your bones and heart. You're giving yourself the chance to stay independent, active, and happy. So while most people over 70 may not be thinking much about what's on their plate, you have the chance to be part of the 5% who do. And that choice, as simple as it seems, might just be the one that lets you keep doing what you love for many more years to come. Now, while eating well and staying active are key, one of the most powerful influences on your health is your social connections. Let's talk about why building and maintaining strong relationships is just as important as any exercise or diet plan. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 5. Building and maintaining strong social relationships. At a certain point in life, the house becomes quieter. The phone rings less often. Children, now with families of their own, are caught up in the busyness of raising kids, building careers, and managing their own lives. For many seniors, this silence isn't peace. It's a reminder of time passing, of days that used to be fuller, noisier, more connected. And in those quiet hours, a question lingers. Am I still part of someone's world? That feeling, that quiet ache of being left behind, is more common than we like to admit. But you're not alone in it. And more importantly, you're not without options. As we age, it's easy to think that what matters most is physical health, blood pressure, cholesterol, mobility. But what if one of the most powerful tools for living longer and feeling better isn't medicine or exercise, but people? Studies show that seniors who maintain strong social relationships experience lower levels of stress, are less likely to suffer from depression, and tend to keep their minds sharper longer. Social connection acts like a natural medicine for the brain and heart. It's not just about having people around. It's about feeling seen, heard, and valued. Let me tell you about Jack. He lost his wife 5 years ago and slowly, without even realizing it, withdrew from the world. Days blended together, meals were eaten alone, and the TV became his main source of company. Then one day, his daughter signed him up for a local storytelling group at the library. He didn't want to go at first, but he did. And in that small room, sharing memories with people who nodded, laughed, even cried with him, something shifted. His voice grew stronger. He started looking forward to Tuesdays. His appetite came back. The light in his eyes returned. Jack's story isn't rare. Seniors who actively engage in social relationships often experience a deep emotional shift, from isolation to belonging, from routine to purpose. And it's not just emotional. Their immune systems function better. They sleep more peacefully, they live longer and more joyfully. So how do you start? Especially if it's been a while. It doesn't have to be complicated. Begin by picking up the phone and calling an old friend. Walk to a neighbor's house and say hello. Look into a local community center or senior club. Sometimes, just sitting on a bench where others gather can be the first step toward connection. These small actions create ripples. A simple conversation can lead to shared laughter, a new routine, or even a new friendship. It's never too late to rebuild a circle, even a small one, around yourself. And in doing so, something beautiful happens inside. A walk with a friend, a cup of tea shared with someone who listens, a game of cards with old companions. These moments feed your spirit. They remind you that you're still part of the story, that you still matter. Being socially connected keeps your thoughts sharper, your emotions steadier, and your sense of hope alive. It's not just about having people to talk to, it's about having people who reflect back your worth. Even if the world around you seems to have moved on, you still have the power to reach out, to start again, to invite warmth and joy back into your days. The mind, just like the body, needs regular care. And the best kind of care often comes in the form of another human being simply saying, "I'm glad you're here." And there you have it. The 5 simple things that can make a world of difference in how you feel and move after 70. The key takeaway here is that small changes can have a big impact. It's not about pushing yourself to the extreme, but about consistency and making mindful choices every day. By taking action now, you're not only improving your physical health, but you're also protecting your independence and well-being for the years to come. So let's make today the start of something positive. Try incorporating 1 or 2 of these tips into your routine and see how they help you feel stronger, or more confident, and more independent. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to Elder Insights so you never miss out on tips that can help you live your best life as you age. And don't forget to comment below. 1 if you found the video helpful, or 0 if you think we can improve. Your feedback means a lot and helps us create better content just for you. Thank you for being here with us today. Take care, stay strong, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep moving forward with confidence. Goodbye for now.